Donc je me présente, je m'appelle Hamid Ben Mahi, j'ai grandi à Bordeaux, je suis né à Bordeaux, je suis d'origine algérienne, j'ai grandi à la Cité du Grand Parc, à la Cité des Aubiers, je suis danseur, chorégraphe, je pratique la danse hip-hop, j'ai monté ma compagnie en 2000, la compagnie hors série. Beaucoup de pièces parlent de l'identité, voilà, questionnent l'identité, le territoire, beaucoup de pièces parlent de l'histoire, de mon histoire. J'ai donné la possibilité à d'autres artistes de prendre la parole, de dire qui ils étaient, d'où ils venaient, du Maghreb, du Sénégal, et là récemment avec des danseurs d'Afrique du Sud, où je voulais aussi questionner leur quotidien, leur danse, qui est le pantsula, le gambut, comment ils en sont arrivés à en vivre, mais aussi à l'utiliser comme un langage, comme un moyen de survie. Donc, quelque part, en leur donnant la parole, je me retrouve moi aussi, étant petit, quand je dansais au bas de ma cité, et que c'était un langage. Ça m'a permis d'exister, d'être quelqu'un dans la société. Comment m'habite le monde en tout cas, je l'interroge, je le questionne dans mon travail. Je continue ce travail de recherche et cette écriture, toujours en se disant, est-ce que je peux apporter des solutions dans la société qui m'entoure? Est-ce que ça peut m'apporter à moi des solutions, aux gens qui m'entourent? Ce questionnement que j'amène ici sur le plateau.
My name is Vusi Vusumzi. Welcome, Olani Toyi. My name, it's an African name. I'm from the Xhosa tribe. Vusumzi means wake up, build a home for your family, build a village for your community. There is a great responsibility behind the names, you know, that our parents, they sort of give us, you know. So I believe that somehow they do encourage us to be something in life. So it's an inspiration. So that's why maybe I'm involved in community development programs. I grew up in the dusty streets of Kliptown Township. Espansula, you know, is what made me to be who I am today. I used to do also geography at school, but I could not imagine how this world looks like besides seeing the map. But this dance, it made me to travel the whole world. Practically, I'm traveling the world. We are doing a show. We're calling this show Toyi Toyi. You know, Toyi Toyi, it's a Swahili word. You know, Toyi Toyi is like jump, jump, jump. But in South Africa, this is how we used to do Toyi Toyi. It was used to be done when people are protesting. Even still today, we came with this subject, you know, which is Toyi Toyi, meaning it's survival. Because in life, you fight for everything. You know, nothing comes easy. So this show presents that. This building right behind me, it's a home. We call it Izozo. It was the easiest way and affordable way, you know, of building houses. We are using a corrugated iron, and then we're also using some wood and some nails. It's something that almost everyone in the community can be able to do, even from the kids who from 16 years old, they can be able. So it's a means of survival.
Hi, my name is Steven Faleni. I come from Kliptown, east side of Johannesburg. My township is a population of 1.2 million people in my township. My commitments with my township is to develop kids through dance and cultural activities. Kliptown, it's a peaceful township, and before it used to be one of the dangerous townships in South Africa between 1990 and 1992, and people were afraid to go to Kliptown. So I've started traveling with the via Kliptown Dance Company since in 2002. Since then, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of different things around each and every country, got its own living, and also the youth in their township, in their areas. They survive in different ways, as much as we survive in different ways here in South Africa. We've done a piece in last year, early in January, with Hoseri, and we met Christophe, who's the architect. And we've seen another way of developing the shacks. It's a small house that we live in. We call it umkuku in our home languages. We discovered how to create a mobile shack, a mobile umkuku. And for us, it changed us a lot because of when we thought of building a shack, we thought of, in fact, we're doing it without measurements. We've learned a lot of things, how to play around the material that you have around you. There's no need to go and buy material, but material that you have in backyard, in your house, you can develop a shack, a mobile shack, as we use in our show. Yeah.
My name is Sophie Angelique Vensel. I'm a resident of Kliptown Extension 10. My commitment in the community is to serve my community in any way possible. Wherever my community needs me, I'm there. If I'm not working, I'm working in the community, serving them, helping in assistance with funeral arrangements that they need to be done, any donations that needs to be helped, school children that needs anything. And the jazz sessions we used to have on Sunday afternoons from 2, when everybody has done their daily chores, they would come to this place or at St. Susie. St. Susie used to be an old bioscope way back in the late 60s, 70s. So the place is vacant. We're using it to have some movies for the children and jazz sessions if we can't use this abandoned building. The way we're living in this global world, to me personally, is not nice. There could be some changes, like a lot of our community people have skills, very valuable skills. So if the government could maybe help us in assisting to make more workshops where the older generation can teach the new generation skills. The new generation don't have skills at all. And most of the parents don't have money to send them for colleges or FET or universities or anywhere for a skill. So if an older person with their skill bring it to the table and teach them, then our youngers would be able to sustain their life, learn something. Okay, our project that we had with the School of Toulouse, the Architect School, it was a very valuable lesson. We learned a lot how to come together as a community to work on the project. Our communities were taught how to weld, to do gardening, bukumo art, and to interact, to communicate. It was a very valuable experience because at the same time, the same place, we never thought it could be reused again for community activities, entertainment. So we benefit, the community benefit from the St. Susie project that was brought on. So we appreciate them coming, and we just hope it won't be the last time for them to come and help and assist us and open our eyes to new ideas and new concepts.
My name is Ginger. I was born at Gerald Mahlamvu in the Parakwanat Hospital. I grew up here in Kliptown. It was around that time in prison when I was sentenced to such a long time that I realized that my life is going nowhere. Crime is unnecessary, in fact. There are lots of things that you can do with your mind that you can get what you want. I think maybe because I've done so much wrong to the community, why don't I, pay back by like taking a dump site and turn it into the garden. I had all the time, so I started small, every day from 6 o'clock, into the garden, plastics, making the place nice, But with time, some people saw what I was doing. They started sponsoring me with seeds to plant, We started then doing garden in a manner that is very creative because I was living with artists. The process of my working with students and professors from France has changed my life in a very huge manner because now it is no longer me and maybe the few guys that are doing the garden. I think in Test Street alone, I think there are 6 or 7 people who've adopted spaces that are free that were dumping sites, that they are turning into gardens. I love the fact that things are beginning to make sense, because, but it's only a matter of unity, of I don't know, it's a matter of people coming together and, start working on things, start making things for themselves.
Hello, my name is Ntombi, my surname is Bongwana. I was born and raised in Kliptown, and this is where I grew up, in SKY, which stands for Soweto Kliptown Youth. What I do basically here is that I deal with young women. We have a program which is called Young Women's League, where we just meet as young women, every day, and we discuss about different challenges that we face, our joys, where do we want to be from here, our dreams. Every time I come back from school, since when I was growing up, I'd come to SKY. We have different programs where we dance, we sing. If you're good with poetry, you do that. If you're good with sports, that's what you do. Just to say that the fact that you grow up in Kliptown doesn't mean you have to be like Kliptown. You can be something more as a woman. Whatever you dream of, whether you come from a shack or you don't, you can just become what you want to be. Since when I grew up in Kliptown, I learned that you either choose to be part of the wrong side or you choose to be part of the right side. Well, we have a beautiful garden right now in SKY, and it was because of that day, the different efforts from different people working as a community. But we have a group of many people who are here to do one thing. We did gardens, we renovated. And I think it was nice. I think, besides whatever, I've learned that in my community there's something positive. And, people are able to work together towards a common goal, a great goal. I've learned that I can climb the wall when I want to. I can do any job, whether it's for men or whatever that is. So I think as a whole world, you should know that you are greater than yourself, and you should try to learn as much as you can, meet new people, get to smile, yes, do that, and just be happy. Yes, I think we can have a better world then.
My name is Fanele, I'm 16 years old. I'm from Kliptown by the organization called SKY. I want to make better things in my community. As well as you can see, we don't have a better living in Kliptown. That's why you find us not voting, because there's nothing that the government can do for us that's good. We still don't have proper electricity, we still don't have proper water, and you still can find kids playing in dirty water. And the community SKY has been playing a big role in some other kids' future and in some other families also. And you can't find schools here around Kliptown. But in some other places, if you can go, you can find schools around. When we have to go to school, we have to walk 30 kilometers or 35 kilometers. I just can inform them that school is a very important thing. They have lucky because they have everything in front of them. They must use the opportunity, as always. You grab the opportunity that you get, and they must always have confidence, because with confidence you have already won the battle before you even fight. They mustn't feel pity for themselves. They must think before they do something else. It changed my daily life because you were the first person to work with us and do whatever you did for the community. And I never thought that I would be in France or that I would ever be in a plane. So that was a really good thing that happened here. You were the first person who we tried to exchange with, and it was so very good that you gave us the opportunity to come there and exchange again with you guys. I wish it could happen again. Yes, I have seen some changes because the people who were not working, sitting at home, when you guys got here, they really had time to do something. When you said they must come and help at SKY, they really had a good time to come and help. You really changed their lives. You really showed them that there's nothing that will make them fail in life.
Je m'appelle Bob, j'habite à Kliptown, Africa du Sud. I'm the founder of Soweto Kliptown Youth, which is a non-profit organization that is based in Kliptown. It's an organization that was founded in 1987, so this year we'll be celebrating our 29th year. But this is how my life is. Every day waking up in the morning, I'm looking forward to make sure that I see kids, I talk to kids, I play with kids, and also look at the challenges that kids are faced, and trying to make sure that we provide the necessities of life to those children, the basics. It's a very historical community in South Africa. That's where the Freedom Charter of the country was adopted. La Charte, la Liberté, 1955. So with that kind of background, I believe Kliptown deserves better. So we are here, we're working hard, making sure that we look after our community, we change our community, we make sure that conditions are better for our children. The message I have for young people in Bordeaux is I think it will be wise for them and healthy to also live their life outside Bordeaux, to start getting involved into exchange programs, getting involved into other people's lives so that they can start to learn and appreciate, because that's the only way you can learn and appreciate. But once they focus only in Bordeaux, then that's a problem, because no man is an island. Two heads are always better than one. For me, I wish such programs can continue because we learn so much. It's also a platform for cultural exchange. You work with someone from France next to you, you are from South Africa, you work for 2 weeks. I mean, that 2 weeks, there's so much to learn about. So that project has healed so many people, has inspired so many people, has made people realize the strength and the power that people have only if they are together. So for us, we have achieved quite a lot, in Kliptown, and people still talk about it. People still see their pride when they look at Sky. And for me, it's important to instill the sense of ownership to the people. Don't do things for people. Involve people also to do things for themselves. And then there came a second chance, where some of the young people who were involved in the first project in Kliptown were given an opportunity to fly to France, to Uzeste, and I went there with them. Amazing an experience, First time is France that came to South Africa to help. Now it's us going to France also to plow back. And that teaches young people that they need to continue with such ideologies. They need to continue working together, appreciating one another. You can't just look at your neighbor working alone and you fold in your arms. For surely there's something they know that you don't know.
Alors Bernard Lubin, natif d'Uzeste, je suis né ici, là, derrière moi, là, en 1945. Et dans le village, j'officie en tant qu'artiste créatif, œuvrier, voilà. J'officie d'ici ailleurs. J'habite le monde et pour habiter le monde, il y a intérêt à être de quelque part. Mon action dans le village, elle est multiplurielle, intense, elle est contradictoire, elle est paradoxale, elle est partagée, elle est contredite, elle est à sa place, quoi. Elle est à sa place dans la démocratie, je n'ai pas tous les torts, je n'ai pas toutes les raisons. Donc c'est contradictoire, c'est une place vivante dans le... Je ne suis pas un musée dans ce village, ni du passé, ni une perspective de futur. Je suis au présent dans une bataille de la ruralité dans ce monde qui n'en a rien à secouer. L'environnement quotidien, il est assez naturel, c'est tragique. Il n'est pas très culturel. L'environnement ici, c'est un ancien environnement agricole. Il tendrait vers le touristique idiot, s'il ne fait pas gaffe. Ah ben c'était une action, c'était une vraie action, quoi. Une action formidablement dialectique et dialogique même. Une action qui démontre que l'action, en vérité, en vrai, n'a pas de fin, n'aurait pas de fin, quoi. C'est une action gratuite. Il reste des traces sur cette façade. Les mots qui sont inscrits là-dessus ont été inscrits dans cette occasion. Et ça a été une rencontre formidable entre une école de Toulouse et puis une école de Johannesburg, quoi, des gens de là-bas, d'ici. C'était un échange formidablement artistique et culturel, mais artistique d'abord, je trouve, parce qu'on a partagé vraiment des profondeurs, beaucoup de chaleur, beaucoup d'amitié, beaucoup de sourires. Et le souvenir de ce qui me reste d'être allé à Johannesburg est immense, parce que c'est ce que je disais, quoi. Le monde habite en moi, et il habite d'autant en moi que je suis de quelque part. Et c'était l'occasion justement de rencontrer des gens qui viennent de quelque part. Voilà. Et donc le projet d'habiter ce quelque part, c'est un grand challenge pour vous, les constructeurs d'habitation. Et ce challenge, il se fera pas sans l'économie des gens qui habitent dedans, quoi. Voilà, on habite le monde qu'on mérite.
Alors je m'appelle Louis Lubat, donc je suis né à Uzeste il y a 23 ans. Et ça fait maintenant assez longtemps que je travaille aussi évidemment à la compagnie Lubat, en tant que musicien batteur. Et donc je travaille à l'estaminet très souvent. Voilà, on réfléchit à qu'est-ce qu'on fait à Uzeste, pourquoi on le fait. Et on mélange tout ça avec des répétitions. C'est pas exactement normal d'avoir un lieu comme ça qui fait vivre artistiquement le village, et surtout où le médium est... Parce que nous on a un médium compliqué à faire, parce que c'est le médium de l'art contemporain. Je pense qu'on a ce rôle-là à Uzeste, c'est de poser la question de qu'est-ce que ça va devenir un petit village aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce que c'est la ruralité, comment on fait de l'art dans une ruralité aujourd'hui, dépeuplée. C'est là où je pense qu'on rend service au village, mais ce village c'est essentiel pour nous. L'action pendant qu'elle a été menée, ça a apporté beaucoup de changements, je pense. Parce que c'est un vrai truc dans le village d'amener l'étranger. Et en fait, c'est ce qu'on fait nous avec l'art. Et là, c'était encore plus flagrant, tu vois. Parce qu'il y a une espèce de truc, les gens entendent parler qu'il y a des Africains du Sud qui viennent. Après, sur le long terme, je sais pas si ça a changé beaucoup de choses. Parce que je pense que c'est un travail tellement long, en fait, si tu veux, à faire. Je vois, moi, ici, depuis 40 ans, ce que fait Bernard, tu vois, ça avance tout petitement. Après, nous, ça nous a fait beaucoup avancer à l'estaminet en tant qu'artiste. Et puis quand elle est là-bas, après, il y a quand même des questions qui, moi, ça m'a posé beaucoup de questions sur pourquoi.
Donc, je m'appelle Marie-France Borde, j'habite Uzeste depuis 46 ans. Avant, je venais d'un petit village lignan de Bazas, à 5 km. Et je me suis mariée avec un Uzestois qui lui aussi participait beaucoup donc, à la compagnie Lubat dès le premier festival. On s'est toujours investi là-dedans. Après, donc, moi, je suis présidente du club des aînés depuis maintenant bientôt 10 ans. Des jeunes qui jouent là, bon, ce sont des garçons très gentils, très agréables, donc je pense que je continuerai à les soutenir, voilà.
Fabrice Vieira, artiste musicien, polyvalent de l'association Uzeste Musical. J'habite à Uzeste même. Mon action depuis 20 ans, c'est le travail de l'artiste en milieu rural, créer et inventer le futur de et en milieu rural, de cette piste d'envol enracinée qui est Uzeste Musical, avec ce passé, cette confrontation avec les artistes, les festivals, les habitants, les communes, les artisans, les intellectuels, la cité. Depuis 20 ans, on a pu côtoyer énormément d'artistes qui venaient du monde entier. À chaque fois, dans cet échange, il y a toujours quelque chose avec quelque chose d'une part d'échange qui change la façon de voir littéralement la suite. Là, ça a été encore plus fort parce qu'on a inventé avec eux, on les a accueillis la première fois ici sur Uzeste. On a redécouvert le village avec eux. Ils nous ont refait découvrir aussi le village. On a travaillé avec eux les lieux. On a redécouvert donc les lieux. Et après, on a voyagé, ce qui est rare. On a voyagé en Afrique du Sud, on a vu leurs lieux à eux et on a essayé de leur rendre l'appareil, d'essayer de redécouvrir les lieux avec eux et de leur faire aussi revoir ces lieux de vie différemment, tels qu'ils nous les avaient fait découvrir ici.
My name is Eric Howard. I'm from Southwest Detroit, in Detroit, Michigan. We're right now here in the Alley Project, which is a program of Young Nation. So I work with Young Nation, a small nonprofit here in Southwest Detroit that promotes residents moving from being just consumers of media to being producers of media and curators of media so that communities can tell their own stories about themselves. I enjoy telling stories about my community as well. In addition to working in nonprofits, I'm also an artist, I'm a photographer, and enjoy telling visual stories. Southwest Detroit is unique It has a diversity that the rest of the city doesn't necessarily possess. It is a creative community, and I think that creativity flows from the diversity that's natural to the neighborhood. I think that it's important for people in places of Southwest Detroit to be connected first to each other, but also to people in places of other communities. And so Southwest Detroit, I think, does a good job of kind of bringing the world to Detroit. Several years ago, we were able to do a pilot project right down the street here at the Alley Project on Avis and Ellesmere. And at the time, we had aspirations to really transform the corner. We got together with some neighbors, like we do semi-regularly over the past 10 years. We ended up doing a small physical intervention that represented the larger things that we could do.
Hi, my name is Naija Valdez. I've lived in Southwest Detroit all my life. I work with Young Nation at the Alley Project, an outdoor gallery and a space where artists in the neighborhood can go and paint whenever they like. A few years ago, we did a project. We put in some seeding, we put in some seeds, and so last year I got to eat an apple from the tree. And so we're excited to be working on this project and using the plaza as a place where people can go outdoors, use it for skating, use it for sitting. We did a participatory process, and so people in the neighborhood really wanted to use that space as an outdoor space to sit, stand, play, hear poems.
My name is Esteban Castro. I live in Southwest Detroit. My main commitment in this city and in my neighborhood is to maintain a home, live here, be a part of this community. Been working all my life. There's something behind me here that I'm working on in conjunction with my job at the factory. I work in an engine business, building trucks actually. This is the first thing I've built for myself. It's a food vehicle, and I plan on having the cuisine of my neighborhood, my community, and in a mobile unit that I can share with the greater region. That I want to involve the youth in the elements of my business, not just in where they chop vegetables or onions or take orders, but where they're actually empowered to learn all of the business and potentially have something themselves. Because what I learned working in a factory all the years was that I was always told, many times to be quiet, to do what you were told to do, and not to engage with the surrounding people, not to ask questions and have discussions. And I think that's detrimental, because that's who I am, and I want everyone to always be able to remain who they are. This neighborhood it's industrial. You can hear it in the background. You wake up in the morning, you can hear the boats coming down the river, you can hear the rail, you can hear the steel being poured, and you can hear nature also. I kind of like a little bit, I like the mixture of what we have here.
Bonjour, Ani, Gichimanatu, Ishkote Nene, Indigenous Kaz, Kijawana Gandonjaba, Mashikin Dodem. And my name is Knox. I'm from Southwest Detroit, and I'm Ojibwe and Chicano. My commitment with the community here is primarily arts and culture, and definitely healing and social justice. That's my commitment to Southwest Detroit and the world. So traditionally, with the land we're on in Detroit is Anishinaabe land. And the Anishinaabe are three people, the three fire society that consists of the Potawatomi, the Odawa, and the Ojibwe. As you can see behind me, there's a bunch of what people may consider desolate or not usable land. Right here, we see these dandelions growing up, which are considered weeds and not flowers. So that has a lot of context of like indigenous people and even people that's been indigenous to the city for a very long time, as the city continues restructuring through its land grabs. You can see the nature here coming back, and it's also a reminder of how us humans need to return back to the nature as well and live with the land. And a lot of the times right now, our generations and our groups of people, we turn towards the native people to get back to those philosophies, get back to those instructions, get back to a harmonized way to live with the land. So, but projects like we did on Avis, over there on the lot corner, exposes more people, exposes a dynamic range of people. We got the community, we got educators, we got students coming together to build something, you know? That idea encourages and motivates me as well as other people in this neighborhood to continue forth with these lots.
Boju kana magizi gijigat kwe indigenous kaz Anishinaabe Ndao Ningashe Bawating Onjabat Ni Mishomis Ganabajinga Onjabat. My name is Christy and I'm Ojibwe, which is the people around this area, also including Wisconsin and up into Canada. But I've been working in the Native community here for about 7 years, mostly working with Native youth. And also just working on different public health issues like substance abuse prevention. And for the past 4 years, I've been working a lot on suicide prevention. So it's a very holistic way of looking at wellness. In accordance to our medicine, we also physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental health. So I think for Native people, we've been talking about historical trauma for a long time, which starts with colonization, but that also includes issues of boarding schools. I've been studying and learning a lot about the concept of decolonization. It kind of means like a coming back to our original ways, but it also implies this movement into the future, right? So we're not a people of the past, we're still here and we're very innovative people. And the urban Detroit Native community really taught me so much about who I am as an Anishinaabe woman and my spirit and my teaching.
Hi, my name is Francisco Tinoco. I'm from Southwest Detroit, and my families came from Mexico. I like to think I'm active in a lot of ways, like guiding the youth and keeping people off the streets, trying to keep them not into like gang activities or anything like that. But this was a good project, and I think there needs to be more around the city like it.